Seeking English, TOEFL Practice Test 1, Problem 2, Paragraph 2. Nearly any kind of plant of the forest understory can be part of a deer's diet. Where the forest inhibits the growth of grass and other meadow plants, the black-tailed deer browses on huckleberry, salal, dogwood, and almost any other shrub or herb. But this is a fair weather feeding. What keeps the black-tailed deer alive in the harsher seasons of plant decay and dormancy? One compensation for not hibernating is the built-in urge to migrate. Deer may move from high-elevation browse areas in summer down to the lowland areas in late fall. Even with snow on the ground, the high bushy understory is exposed. Also, snow and wind bring down leafy branches of cedar, hemlock, red alder, and other arboreal fodder. There are a lot of strange words in this paragraph. Do not be discouraged. You only need certain of these words to correctly answer the questions that are asked. Okay? If you happen to know the others, great. But don't be discouraged by the number of words that you don't know. Focus on what you do know. Number 2, it can be inferred from the discussion in paragraph 2 that winter conditions, A, cause some deer to hibernate, B, make food unavailable in the highlands for deer, C, make it easier for deer to locate understory plants, D, prevent deer from migrating during the winter. So letter A says cause some deer to hibernate. The only mention of deer hibernating in the article, in the paragraph, is that it mentions deer not hibernating. So if there were deer that hibernate, I'm not saying there are not, but if they're assuming there are deer that hibernate, they are not mentioned in the paragraph. And what the paragraph says is compensation for not hibernating means that these black-tailed deer have a different mechanism for surviving the winter, which is also described. So A is absolutely not the correct answer. B, make food unavailable in the highlands for deer. That, to me, it seems well implied to me, because otherwise there wouldn't be any obvious reason to migrate. At least nothing listed in the paragraph. But okay, I know. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. You don't have to decide right away. Letter C, make it easier for deer to locate understory plants. That could be easily misconstrued because it says, what does it say? Even with snow on the ground, the high bushy understory is exposed. This means that they can still get to the understory. It's not concealed by the snow, but that doesn't. Winter conditions wouldn't make it easier. It would make it less difficult. Would make it more difficult. Would make it less easy. Excuse me. So that's not the correct answer. C is not correct. Letter D, prevent deer from migrating during the winter. And again, if they don't hibernate and they cannot migrate, then how do they continue to survive? The correct answer, having looked at all 4 of them, seems to be make food unavailable in the highlands for deer. And if you're not sure, go ahead and check it again. It's worth checking these repeatedly. Just because you've already seen something doesn't mean that there's no benefit to looking at it again. The teacher, they're not going to ask me that same question on the test. No. But you need to train yourself to eventually figure out how you should have got it right. Okay.